So as you start to get closer to the keep, you notice that there's actually smoke curling up
You
from
have a
it.
table, man.
It's too nice to eat on.
Not for me.
There's black smoke curling up from like behind the walls, just curling up around the statue and then like dissipating into the air.
Fun.
Or anything?
Huh?
Hmm?
I couldn't hear you.
So that's not creepy or anything.
Oh no, not at all.
Nope, not menacing.
Ominous green light.
They're making orcs there.
Urukai.
The muted pale sun that looks more like the moon in the day.
I hated to hear.
As you're running along, you're getting pretty close to the place. Like it is definitely. If you had a bow, you were in shooting distance, and that's the. You start noticing flickers of ghosts entering and leaving your bubble as you're running by. These ones are taller than squirrels. But yeah, you can easily approach the walls.
How tall are they?
About 20 feet.
I jump them.
Alright. You hook and you land in or on.
I have Temperance 2 now. On.
Alright, so you land on top, and you have all sorts of stealthy stuff, right? Do people automatically fail for spotting you, or do they get rolls?
If someone's not looking for me, I just kind of blend in.
Okay, cool.
Real quick, when he gets on the wall, I say he made it to the wall.
What's perception?
Joe.
Yeah, no, you lost sight of him a while ago. He is 5 miles away.
You can't see 5 miles?
You can't.
I
See for
can.
miles and...
You just say you have a telescope.
Yeah. Yeah. Take out binoculars.
Wrong end.
Huh?
Wrong end.
Why does he look smaller?
Oh,
He's ugly.
he's fine.
There's a giant insect! Oh.
Now, it's very clear what the large structure in the middle is. It is a statue of a soldier, fully clad in armor. It looks like it's styled more after metallic armor than it is the traditional like samurai style that you'd expect from such a heavily armored figure. And he has a large tower shield in one hand, and he has he has a bastard sword in the other hand, and it's planted into the ground. He's just standing there very proudly, and in the crown of his helmet is a green pulsating gem. And again, he's very, very tall, like probably 100 feet up, like total. So he's very much a dominant feature. Below, there's a lot of buildings that are kind of like heaped on top of the base of it, and then all around everywhere where you'd expect for there to be a courtyard, deep pits dug out, many of them smoldering.
They are making orcs.
Many of them are smoldering. The ones that aren't are glowing faintly down below, and all the stone and all the dirt and everything is like blasted black.
What would it smell like?
Smells like burnt, like any type of burnt that you've ever experienced. It's all here. It is all represented at some point.
Past lives again, please.
But,
1.
well, you could definitely smell corpses, which is a smell you remember.
Great.
Fun.
Smelly kind of smell that smells fine.
And
already said that.
It does.
Yeah, that's
it
why
does
I'm
take you
referencing
back to that memory again, but more in present day. Not so much your past lives dragging you there. Your past lives roll actually. This is a place you remember. This is a place that you've been here before, but it wasn't yucky. This place used to be not as bright stone as Whitewall or the road, but it was definitely like
Not shit.
a lighter marble that was well cared for. And this place used to be like full on this was a refuge for like military personnel to like congregate and was thus usually very well defended. It's like a permanent way station.
Okay. Just so that we're clear, we've got walls,
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of pits,
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of broken-ass buildings heaped against the base of the statue.
They're not destroyed. They're just like as if somebody were like
Haphazard.
haphazard. Yeah, it's like the burrow, but if the burrow was
Okay.
like made completely around.
How tall did you say the statue was?
The statue is 100 feet,
Okay.
and the walls are 20, so it's like
So that green tower thingy is actually the
that's
statue.
the
Okay.
statue.
Okay.
Because of the lines of everything, it looks like a building as
Yep.
opposed to a man.
Got it.
Because he has no human silhouette because of the armor and the way it's all.
I thought this was like a single manse, not a freaking town.
How far from the wall to the statue?
If I can just go ahead and change everything up right now, probably about 40 yards.
Oh God, Joe.
I can't make that. Not in one jump, but two.
Just
They,
double jump.
they used to be able to do like drills and stuff inside and didn't have to use the outside because that's where the farmland used to be.
Well, then I kind of Prince of Persia slide down the inside of the wall, and start making my way silently through, like, the burrows area. I'm obviously not jumping into any of the pits.
Mhm.
I'm also spending a
adventurous.
willpower and taking a limit to suppress my compassion for the scene.
Okay.
Smart.
All right. You resist the urge to look into the pits.
I figured that was probably a good idea. And while I'm making my way toward the statue, are there any, like, of the windows of the burrows or any, like, holes in them? I'm going to peek inside and see if there's anybody living in there.
Hello.
Yes. Ish.
Yeah.
While you're approaching the windows, they're empty, but as you peer in, your bubble expands inward, and you can see most of them do have collections of ghosts in them. They look to be more or less normal, like just people who
Not slavering and angry.
right, like I don't want to say civilized because I think it'll oversell it, but
Okay.
but they are not like raging
Casual ghosts.
casual, yeah, casual like.
They're not trying to like murder or molest anyone.
Like not business casual, but
Yes.
Should we like summon demons in permission?
I don't know if that would
That's
be
up to do with
helpful.
hours. No, like minutes. Never mind.
I want to,
I forget you're
as
good.
I'm meditating and asking for the benediction of my ancestors, spend a willpower to activate my hammers for his benefit to call my cousin Bragdu Schwarzfusa, because he died in the fell to gain guidance.
yikes. Okay.
Yikes.
What was his name again?
Bragdu Schwarzfusa?
Sorry, you couldn't hear that.
Very German.
Yeah, that's what it's going for. Schwarzfusa literally means Blackfoot. Or at least, I just took the words for black and foot and...
So it's Blackfoot because that's how German works.
Yeah, it literally is.
Very native of you.
Okay, roll your not whispers.
Oh.
Not whispers.
I don't have a thing for that yet.
It's 3 dice.
Yeah, it's 3 dice. It's just the artifact.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right
You should
here.
just write down not
right
whispers.
here.
No, I'm not doing past lives. It's different.
No, you write. You would
Oh,
write
yeah,
it
I
down.
haven't gotten there yet.
Plus, it's
Recently
it's
gotten
tied
that.
to the weapon specifically.
So you'd write it down next to there's a note on
Dose.
the weapon.
Okay, cool.
Well, I gotta make a note card.
So you can hear the chanting coming from your weapon. What were you asking him about?
Because he's of my clan and has intimate knowledge of the Fell in both planes of existence. I'm looking for guidance as we enter the Fell to know any way we can protect ourselves, knowledge of this area, and just overall anything you did help.
So he, like I said, you hear the chanting coming from it, and all the messages are within the chanting.
I imagine there's glowing involved in the hammer, and my eyes that are icy blue get like kind of another glow to them. I also activate spirit detecting glance to,
See if you can see him.
yeah.
You do see like swirling like wisps around the hammer as it like springs to life, which is not normal for it. It is normally just a hammer, even with spirit detecting lights. And again, you don't see you don't spot him specifically, but his voice does come to the forefront of the chanting to give you the messages. And basically, he warns you not to spend too much time in the fell because it will lead to your slow undoing. And to steer clear of anything that looks too innocent or too heinous.
So things out of the ordinary, such as too innocent or too heinous, and avoid spending too much time.
Mm-hmm. He's not able to elaborate on what too much might be, because all of his reference was not for Exalted. He could very well give you like the rough time limit for regular people before they start getting yucky, but you guys are kind of not regular.
Not really.
So out loud,
He does warn that bringing mortals in shouldn't be any more than a few days at most.
That's fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, we're mortals. Mortal horses.
Yeah, let's not do that. Don't need any berserk references going on.
I bow to the hammer and out loud say, "Thank you, cousin," and benediction again.
What?
Awesome. So yeah, you see like huddled little like groupings inside families, if you will. Although you have no proof that any of them are related to each other in any way, shape, or form.
They're all the same color.
Aside from that, they're dead. They're actually not.
Oh, really?
A large portion, now that you're able to get a good look at a lot of them,
No.
a lot of them
It's just-
have a
It's just an inappropriate thing.
green color to them. They have like a pretty solid greenish
tinge.
tint.
That'd be fun,
But-
wouldn't it?
It's about 50-50.
Okay.
And they seem to be intermingled haphazardly. You know, they might have a grouping of 4 that are 3 and 1, and then another group that's 1 and 3, and then one group that's all, and one group that's none, and half and half. It's complete.
There's no pattern to it.
Yeah.
Okay. I suppose I make my way to the statue then.
Okay. It's the statue is what's left of the keep.
Okay.
You can tell because of the very, very large metal doors set into the base of the statue.
Okay, so you can go into it. I try to open one of the doors.
Okay. They're heavy. These are extremely heavy for you.
Wow.
Like you can feel that they're moving. Like you can kind of like they're not just stuck, but these are heavy doors. Chances are they open in a way that isn't direct force.
I search for clues.
Okay,
up,
Scooby
gang.
Gang.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
You know your
Perception
Scooby-Doo,
investigation.
right?
Perception investigation.
Cool.
First, you gotta split up and set a trap.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
To not botch.
Yeah. My pool's a whole 3 dice.
Oh boy.
I got 1
Total.
from the willpower.
Yeah, as best as you can suss out, there is a mechanism that would release the doors / open them /
Do something.
because of the way you can feel it like moving, you know that these aren't just doors on hinges, and
Okay.
you know they're not barred on the other side. There is something that's keeping them in their current position.
But I don't know where that something is. Okay. Well,
With one success, no.
since I was not successful there, I jump to the top of the statue. It takes me approximately 10 jumps.
Okay. Oh fuck, wrong way. Up. Oh man, the shield is way lower to the head than I thought.
And I will inspect the gem.
Okay. Now that you're this close, first it's making you feel queasy. Like as you are bathing in the direct light of it, you feel nauseated. And you can see that the actual color of the gem, it is red. But it is undoubtedly spilling green light into the area. You can almost watch it wash over you.
Hmm.
It's Christmas.
Well, I think I have enough to make a report. Get the fuck out of there. I will jump from the top of the statue to the wall, though.
Oh crap!
I'll be fine.
Yeah, you get your. You take one bashing.
Oh no.
Creation has an overwhelming of 1.
What's wrong there, Dennis?
Hmm?
What are the green things?
They're clips.
Clips.
Dungeon tiles.
Those tiles.
Dungeon tiles.
And then once I am outside of the wall, I just leg it.
Okay, cool. You spot an increase in the number of ghosts that you pass this time around. It's definitely humanoid ghosts that are like you're going right by them this time, whereas before they seem to be too spread out for you to accidentally bump into one. Like you're straight up like if they were whole, you might actually bump into a few of them. But yeah, you run through unaccosted. None of them want to spend the motes to
Materialize.
To
And
materialize.
try to chomp on me.
yeah, just to fuck with somebody who's willing to run into the fell. At like Mach 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's probably already gone when they're done materializing.
Oh god.
I mean, here's the thing, right? My normal, like, when I decide to run speed is the same speed that Usain Bolt hits at top speed. When I decide to leg it, it is double that.
Yeah, his like no special charms is fucking brutal.
Well, technically it's because of one special charm, but
Eh,
details.
it's not something you activate.
Right.
You're technically training for another charm, aren't you? Because you're going over long distance. Is there one where you have to like travel over a mile? That
There's one that like lets you literally just travel miles per hour. I'm not training for that right now. All of my training time is being dedicated towards strength.
Like 8 minutes of training time.
a lot.
I don't care what charms you have to speed up your training. 8 minutes isn't worth it.
It wouldn't count as an hour, and I might as well just finish training for what I'm training for and then just take a day.